When designing in CAD, you'll often need to make changes. In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to make those changes without starting from the beginning. So let's get into it. In the last lesson, we left off with a successful box that encloses all of our Arduino. In this lesson, we're going to talk about how we can make changes both to our Arduino and our box and have those effects come into play using the parametric designs in CAD. Now, there's two things that we're going to primarily go over. When we make a change to our Arduino, this Arduino is linked to our main assembly, and that is going to have to be updated in that assembly to take effect. Additionally, if we lose references, we're going to end up seeing errors come through. We're going to talk about how to fix those. So let's jump into CAD and get started. Now that we're in here, we can see that we have the 3D printed box ready to go. And in another tab, I went ahead and opened up the Arduino that we reversed in a previous lesson. Now, what if we wanted to make a change to this Arduino, say the length of it? Well, we would come down, right-click, and edit on the original sketch that we ended up doing the reversal on. We can see that we have the length at 2.7 inches. Maybe it actually needs to be 5 inches just to have a dramatic effect here. When I change that, we can see that the mounting holes also changed in the sketch. And if I finish that, we can see that those mounting holes and the whole Arduino has lengthened out in the actual 3D. And you can see the parametric design kind of coming through. Let's go ahead and save this to save those changes. And we're going to go back to the main chapter file that we have here. Now, the first thing we're going to notice is that none of those changes have come through. But in the top left corner, we can see a warning message that says that the most recent version is not up to date. All we need to do is simply click on this icon here and it'll update to the new version. Now we can see that this whole box has lengthened out. If I open up the lid here, you can see that Arduino came through. All of the pads that we made for that Arduino mounting has come through. Everything changed perfectly, kind of following that parametric design. However, not all of the times that you end up having this do all the references come through correctly. So let's go ahead and make another change again on our Arduino here that is going to lose a reference, and we're going to show you how to fix that. So we have this the little reset button that's up here in the top left corner. Let's go ahead and create a sketch, and I'm going to extrude through this to erase this theoretically. So maybe I want to just move this reset button, but I do it in a way that I erase the original reference. So that hole is now gone. And let's create a new sketch and a new hole, say right here. That looks good. Now, I'm not even going to dimension this because what we're doing is just trying to show that we lose the reference in the other drawing. So this is our new reset hole here. Let's go ahead and make that save again. And we're going to go back to our main chapter file and go ahead and refresh to the latest version. Now, if we go down to the timeline in the bottom left corner here, we can see that we have this yellow icon here on our sketch number 12. If I right-click on this and click Edit Sketch, I can also show my lid. This is when we projected that hole for the reset button up to the lid. However, that hole doesn't exist underneath it anymore, and we end up seeing a yellow icon for that coming through. It's a new color. This is just a lost reference that it's seeing. Now, the easiest way to do this would be just to delete that reference. So we've gotten kind of rid of the problem, but we don't have the hole that we're looking for on the reset button. Let's go ahead and just project the new one up by coming into our sketch, going to Create and Project. This is our new one here, and clicking OK. So we fixed it down here, so we have our sketch fixed, but what we don't have is our hole anymore because our hole was using the original sketch that we just erased. So what we need to do is right-click on this. Oh, we need to finish our sketch first here. So we can see that yellow icon now has propagated over to Extrude here. And if I right-click on this and I hit click Edit Feature, we can see that it's missing profile underneath our profiles, mostly because I just erased it. All we need to simply do is click on the new profile. Everything else will propagate through, and we'll click OK. Now, it's really important when you start seeing a lot of these yellow icons here that we want to go to the farthest left one. So this is going backwards in time and forwards in time. And so what we could always do is move backwards to that sketch, fix it, and we move right all the way until we get to the end and we don't see any more of those errors coming through. Now, that's it for chapter 2. Remember that this was a 3D printed part, so on this one we're focused more on the design reversals and also our references. So remember, practice, practice, practice until you've mastered that. In the next chapter, we're going to start diving into DFM, or design for manufacturing, where we're going to talk about material and machine specifics. So we'll see you on the next one. You didn't think I was going to leave you hanging. Of course, we had to 3D print these parts. We have 2 of them here. We have the wire out, the reset button, the USB, the charge port ready to go. The Arduino fits great. It's a great start to a multi-body assembly. We'll see you on chapter 3.